Hi everyone, my name is Hamad Balhareth. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my project, which is going to be about a Raspberry Pi and the PirateBox and the relationship between them. Yeah, I'm gonna explain everything. And if you have a Raspberry Pi and you don't know what to do with it, I hope this video is gonna help you. So yes, I forgot to say, let's build one. So let's see what's the parts or the stuffs we need for the Raspberry Pi and the PirateBox. So yep, let's go. And yeah, as you see, these are the parts we need. So I have the Raspberry Pi 4 Model B. And yes, we don't need a wireless adapter, so because it has an ether port, so it's easy to set up, as well as you see in here. So yes, and we need a place to store the software. In this case, as you see, I have the micro SD card and I have the adapter, and also here I have the flash drive that gonna help me to let the PirateBox store all the user data, which is gonna be the chat and all the uploading files that they are gonna do. And yeah, as you see in here, I have the power bank and I have the cable, which is type C to type C, that I have to power with the Raspberry Pi. And yeah, you see it's lighting up and it's working. And as you see here, I need an HDMI cable and mouse and keyboard and monitor, like to connect all of them to work on the system for the Raspberry Pi. And yes, what is the PirateBox? According to their website, the PirateBox is a DIY, an anonymous offline file sharing and communication system. So it's built with free software and an expensive off-the-shelf hardware. And yes, here is the PirateBox page. So how to install and see what we need for the project. So we have to go to the Raspberry Pi over here, and yes, we have to go down and see this page, which is say the stuff you will need. So we got the SD card, as you see, and we got also yeah, the Raspberry Pi, and we have the USB. So we don't need this one because we have the Ethernet already. And yes, we have the power bank instead of this one, and it's working. And we have the USB flash drive, and we have the Ethernet cable, and we have the computer mouse and monitor that we can work on the Raspberry Pi. And yes, to install the software, we have to choose the right one. As you see here, we have Raspberry Pi 1, Raspberry Pi 2 and 3, and yeah, what I have, which is 4, Raspberry 4. So we will use the Raspberry Pi 3 software. So it's working also on the Raspberry Pi 4. So after downloading the zip file, we need to use our Pi Baker or any program that can burn the SD card. And yes, as you see, it's prepared with noobs, as well. Set the image system to FAT32 and make sure to format the SD card before using it. And yeah, same thing with the USB drive. And yeah, as you see here, we mount the image that was downloaded and converted to the SD card, and done. And it takes like 5 to 10 minutes. So yeah, as you see in here, I have this stuff, which is I have to put the SD card back here, and yeah, after putting it back here, I have to connect the Ethernet cable to the Raspberry Pi, and yes, as you see, I have the power bank, so I have to power it with it. So yes. And yes, I forgot to say, when you see it lighting up like this, so it has a boot up. And yeah, this is the SSH alarm. And so the user on the local address, as you see, and the password is alarm, which is on their website. As you see, we have the codes and everything we need. Now just copy and paste the codes we need. So first we need to reset the password, because everyone will know it's alarm. So we will do the setting and activating the discussions board, which is copying pasting all the commands we need. And last and not least, we copy and paste the last command to active the media server. So as you see over here, copying, pasting everything. And yes, after copying and pasting everything, so everything was updated. So we just reboot the Raspberry Pi. We see it working or not. So yeah, let's see. And yes, as you see here, you can choose any file you want to share. So now I did it, and now let's try send like a text or something. Let's go down over there. So let's just try to type like a user, and typing test. So I think it's gonna work. So yeah, thank you for listening and watching this video. So I hope I did well in my project. So thank you for all.